Hello, everybody. Welcome to Starry Tarot. It is good to see you this evening. I don't know if I said I was going to go on today or not. Sorry, the camera's also a little bit wonky woo. It's not as pristine as I had it last time, but she's also, precarious tonight. Welcome to Starry Tarot. My name is Sophie. You can call me Starry if you want. It's all good. I hope everyone is having my head is like cut off here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day or night, depending on where you are in the world. If you are new here, welcome and thank you for your subscription. If you are returning, welcome back. It is good to see you. Yeah, I can answer any of your questions utilizing tarot, which tonight we are getting into the spooky season mood, and we are using the Hocus Pocus tarot deck. And I use it year round, but we're using it tonight because, yeah, it's that time of year. I can answer any of your questions with the exceptions of legal and or medical questions. I cannot answer those. Please consult a professional if you are dealing with legal or medical issue. Do not consult me. I can answer any of your questions, but I'm also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. If that is something that you are interested in, please let me know. I'm going to say farther, I think. Anyway, yes, I can communicate with those who have passed on. Obviously, not every single person. I say obviously because people eventually reincarnate. Some people are not able to communicate with those on the other side. Most people I can communicate with, but I do ask that we check in really quickly before we commence with your mediumship if that is something that you are indeed interested in. I also offer past life regression readings. I've been studying past life regression therapy since I was very small, very young. And I've been doing past life regression therapy, not like professionally, but through tarot professionally. Been doing this for about 4 years or so, but I kind of honed in on the whole process in general earlier this year. And it's always very fascinating. We don't have to ask what, for spirit to illuminate a past life of yours, of which we all have very many. We don't have to ask spirit to just illuminate a past life of yours that happened to have been particularly helpful or like similar to what you're going through in your life now. It can also illustrate something that you went through that was particularly challenging, a particularly challenging life, or a particularly easy, fortunate life. You can really ask for spirit to illustrate any type of past life of yours, so long as it serves some purpose to your higher self, and it always does. Even just curiosity, it's always wonderful just to know how rich our soul's history truly is. Speaking of our souls, I also do a soulmate confirmation reading. Basically, I ask your spirit guides to confirm whether somebody in your life, and it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, it can be someone of any capacity really in your life, whether they are indeed a soulmate of yours or not. We can also ask, and I guess this would be, it's within the same vein of soulmate readings, but we can also ask them to, if they provide their blessing or not. If that's something that they actually, give. And I will say, from my experience, our spirit guides tend to be very picky for us, just like our family, just like our friends. And they can be very, they don't hold back if they don't approve someone. So yeah, especially if knowing your spirit guide's approval is important to you, getting their approval is important to you. I highly recommend that reading. Um, and yes, I do answer a lot of romance readings, but I answer questions of all types. But I do recommend, if you do have a question due to matters of the heart, and it doesn't even have to be romantic matters of the heart. It could be friendship matters of the heart or family matters of the heart. But really, if you have a question about any individual in your life, in any capacity, and you know what they think or feel, or what their thoughts, feelings, and their intentions are towards you. A lot of people come to me and ask me, like, what is so and so's thoughts towards me, or what are so and so's intentions towards me. And sometimes they just want to know that, but most of the time when I offer the TFI reading, most people jump at the opportunity because it really answers 3 questions in one. Sometimes you didn't even realize, yeah, feelings and intentions are important too. Yeah, so I also offer that, and that's at no additional donation amount. That's at the same amount. And oh dear me. Sorry, my computer got low real quick. Shorty got low. But then Sophie came in and saved the laptop. Okay, there we go. All right. We are back on track. Wait, is it not? How come it's not registering? Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, my big face was just in the screen for a good minute there. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I also offer, why does this feel like it's like at the weirdest angle today? I didn't move the table. I guess I did? I don't know. It's like, anyway. There we go. So yes, I offer the TFI reading. I will often suggest it to people if they come in asking if somebody, what somebody's thoughts are, whatever. It essentially answers 3 in 1. I also offer private readings off of this live stream. I offer 2 different types. I offer them at no additional donation amount, just over on either Instagram, voice memo DMs, or typed via email. And again, that's at no additional donation amount. I also offer them one-on-one, just me and you over Zoom. That's by appointment only. Please email me or message me over Instagram, or let me know on here if you need or would like to schedule a private one-on-one meeting with me. I am usually available for upwards of 2 hours, if we can schedule the timing right. And it is just one-on-one, you and me. You can provide me with all the backstory and context that you need, and we can answer more than just one question. We can definitely answer multiple questions throughout your reading and tackle multiple different subjects as well. It doesn't just have to be one particular thing. I believe that's everything in regards to my spiel. Yeah, so I'm on really late tonight. It's interesting. I went on slightly earlier on Friday and was really, really busy. I have to bear in mind I am on the West Coast, so yeah, it's like 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Sorry. Yeah, I went on a little bit late tonight, but here I am. I am here. That's the other good thing about private readings. If I am not online, you don't see me online for whatever reason, and you have a question that you need me to answer, Just send your donation. I will get back to you with at the longest 24-hour turnaround rate. But I usually can get to you in within a matter of a few hours or so. So yeah, that is everything, I believe. So whoever makes a donation next will be the first reading tonight. Thank you so very much. Well, hey Debbie, how's it going, girl? And we just received a donation from Miss Jewel. Thank you so much, love. How are you ladies doing tonight? Whoa, sorry to get some sound over here. How is your evening? Hi, girl. How are you? Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for your donation. Hanging in there. Thanks. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I did a lot of driving today. I had a job um up near Sacramento. Your audio sucks tonight. No, it's me, hun. It's me. It's this using this laptop. I have to remember to like yell and really project close to the microphone because yeah, there are issues with the audio. Um, Sorry about that. I'm doing my best. Doing my best. I don't really know how to change it. Um, I guess I. Well, actually, my parents got me um, a microphone, but it was I could only plug it into my phone. I couldn't plug it into like USB. So I guess I could just get like a USB powered microphone, and that would probably solve the issue actually. Um, Miss Angel, Miss Jewel, please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you so much. Is everyone ready for Halloween? We're using the Hocus Pocus deck tonight, getting into the mood, getting into the groove of things here. Is there something wrong with the trip to Emerald Isle I'm planning tomorrow? Something wrong? What do you mean by if is there something wrong? Or do you mean is there something like that you should know that could potentially be like cautionary about tomorrow? Sorry about that. No, I had it on mute. I'm sorry, love. Okay. No, I am here. I am here. I am with you. Okay, so you want to know if there's anything potentially like dangerous or something that you might need to know about this trip? We haven't had trick or treaters in 32 years. You know, Deb, I was talking to somebody about that today. The person I was working with up in Sacramento, I asked um, if they get trick or treaters. Really nice neighborhood, and no, they don't get them. Like mostly older folks that live up there. And I was like, you know what? Like over the past, even my parents don't get them. Like I don't know anybody who gets trick or treaters now. It'd be interesting to see if they come to this neighborhood. But I think here's my theory, real quick, is that Halloween's dying in terms of trick or treaters, in terms of children being involved. People are having less kids and people are buying less homes. It's harder to buy a home and people are having less kids. So I think what's going on is kids group together and do what we did, which was go to like the nicest neighborhood in the world, like the richest, like nicest neighborhood, like that gave the best candy. We'd usually go to Black Hawk. We'd like drive like a minute. Like there were definitely some places that had like the best candy. Um, okay, is there something wrong with the trip to Emerald Isle that angels, messages, and spirits? Is there something? Is there anything cautionary about Jules' trip to Emerald Isle tomorrow? Angels, messages, and spirits. Is there something wrong with the trip that Jules going on tomorrow to Emerald Isle? Thanks, Messengers and Spirits. Is there anything wrong with the trip Jewel's going on to Emerald Isle tomorrow? Thanks, Messengers and Spirits. Is there anything wrong with the trip Jewel is going on to Emerald Isle tomorrow? Thanks, Messengers and Spirit Guides. Is there anything wrong with the trip Jewel is taking to Emerald Isle tomorrow? Thanks, Messengers and Spirit Guides. Is there anything wrong with the trip Jewel is taking to Emerald Isle tomorrow? Thanks, Messengers and Spirit Guides. Is there anything wrong with the trip Jewel is taking to Emerald Isle tomorrow? Thanks, Messengers and Spirit Guides. Is there anything wrong with the trip Jewel is taking to Emerald Isle tomorrow? Thanks, Messengers and Spirit Guides. Is there anything wrong with the trip Jewel is taking to Emerald Isle tomorrow? Thanks, Messengers and Spirit Guides. Is there anything wrong with the trip Jewel is taking to Emerald Isle tomorrow? Okay, we have Six of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed, Nine of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and Queen of Pentacles. Are you going alone, Jewel, or are you going with somebody else? Overall, this doesn't look cautionary at all. This looks really very good. Really very good. You have the strongest card, in my opinion, the strongest, most powerful card in the entire deck here with the 10 of Pentacles. You're going alone. Okay, perfect. I was going to say, because if you're going with somebody else, be wary with this King of Cups reversed. But that also, I think, just applies for any woman who is traveling. You know, be wary of those, talk to people, and I don't know if you're going on like a organized day trip or something like that, but like if somebody talks to you, don't be afraid to talk to them. But be mindful, traveling alone for sure. There might be some issues when it comes to weather tomorrow. With the Six of Wands reversed, I don't know if you've already looked at what the weather is going to be like tomorrow, but it's possible, especially with what I'm seeing here with the art on this deck, it being flames and being reversed. I don't see the Six of Wands reversed being like a lack of victory or a lack of a win, because I see this as very you are going to have a good time tomorrow, love, with the Nine of Cups. It's definitely going to give you the satisfaction of the break that you need, the time away that you need. I don't know how long you're going for, but it's going to fill up your cup. I see that with both the Nine of Cups and it's the Queen of Pentacles. Even better. Queen of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. I was scared I'd end up in a sundown town or something. I don't know what a sundown town is. No, and I don't think that's. I think that's something you have control over, right? Like you have everything planned. Are you spending the night, or? I would make sure you definitely have all your ducks in a row before going. And it looks like you do with both Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Basically, it's a very dangerous place. Really, is it not like a vacation area? Well, I was thinking of staying overnight. What drew you to going there, if you don't mind me asking? Is it like not a vacation area? Gosh, if it's a very dangerous place, I mean, of course, always be very careful and mindful when traveling alone, especially as a woman. But overall, I'm seeing that this is good. This should be enjoyable for you. Is this like a little mini vacation thing, or if you're gonna spend the night, I would definitely like plan your accommodations like tonight. It's cleaner and less crowded than Myrtle Beach. I was scared I'd end up in a bad town on the way there, though. Oh, like, are you driving there and you're afraid like your car would break down or something? I'm not seeing anything like the Chariot reversed or anything like that. I'm not seeing anything about movement being disrupted or anything like that. I'm not seeing anything about like things going on with your car. But I mean, if you're driving there, I would definitely, well, I don't know if you have time now, but I was gonna say like just get your car checked maybe Yeah, you're just dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's. I understand. I'm the same way. I'm like constantly worried about this, that, the other, blah blah blah. But really, I'm just kind of overthinking things. Preparing myself for. You're gonna sleep in your car too. Okay. On the drive there or when you get there, I would definitely if I spend if you spend the night, I would strongly suggest getting a room to stay. You know, you're a single woman, and you've got to be careful when you're traveling. Um, and there's nothing wrong with sleeping in your car. I mean, overnight. I know when ours. I know when ours were young, we only went to homes that we knew. That was in the early 2000s. Well, yeah. Now there's Airbnb, which isn't really like staying at someone's home. I mean, it is, but it's not. I mean, most Airbnbs are really just like little hotels that people run. The people that run them don't live in them. I'm sure there are some, um, but I would definitely. I don't know if they have Airbnbs out there, but I would look into that, love. My gut is screaming. Yeah, I really wouldn't sleep in the car, girl. I wouldn't sleep in the car, period, whether it be a dangerous area or not. I just don't think it's safe for women to do that. Um, if you can't avoid it, I would. Just get a nice little Airbnb or just a room somewhere, but locate the hotel. Um, you want to make sure you do have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. You know, um, yeah, I'm with Debbie there. I don't really, I don't know if I like the sound of sleeping in your car. I guess I'll think about the Airbnb if I can afford it. Is this like a vacation that you're taking, or is there like a purpose for this trip? I call me old fashioned. I don't know. I would honestly be too afraid to go if I had to sleep in my car. Temperate hostels in the area are a little cheaper. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hostels are cheaper. They're usually in major cities though. Um, Vacation. I just didn't want to make a. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You told me. Yeah, because Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I just didn't want to make a long drive there and back in one day. Yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Um, yeah, yeah. I would really recommend, splashing out on just one night at an Airbnb, because then you don't have to do so much driving. Um, one, but most importantly, you'll be safe. When you slumber, you won't have to worry at all. And you're going on vacation. You know, you should feel safe when you're going away. It's sushi night tonight, y'all. You're very welcome, Jewel. You're very welcome. Be very safe. Be very careful. Okay. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but I do really recommend getting a room, or as Debbie suggested, finding a hostel. Um, I'm getting so old and recovering from the wedding on Friday. I'm still recovering from the wedding on Friday. Was it this Friday or the Friday before? You wish you could still eat. Why can't you eat sushi anymore? There's one of my favorite sushi places. There's two of them in San Francisco, but there's another location. I used to go to the other location all the time, but there's one. It's literally like a 2 minute, excuse me, like a 2 minute walk from my place, and they have amazing happy hour from 9 to 10. Sake is like $9 or something, or no, it's like $7, and have like rolls for like super cheap, and like all the like yummy like vegetarian stuff that I love. I randomly developed a crab allergy in high school. Oh dear. I don't eat crab. I often don't eat fish actually when I eat Japanese cuisine. I usually have potato croquettes, seaweed salad, miso soup, edamame, like sometimes like veggie rolls of different types, but I usually just have like all the like sides, like the veggie stuff. I think I just got used to eating that stuff, especially when I was a vegan, because all that stuff's yummy and vegan. But yeah, that's my new Sunday ritual. I might have some salmon tonight. Actually, kind of want some fish. Yeah, sounds good. Are you? Is the crab allergy so bad that like you can't like if something touched crab, you get sick? I'm very lucky. I don't have any food allergies. You just that would kill me. I love seafood. I just learned I'm allergic to corn. Allergic to corn? They have really good tempura corn at the sushi place. I'm pointing in the direction of the place. I'm ready to go. Yeah, they have really good tempura corn. I might even have some. Allergic to corn? How did you find that out? And you weren't when you were younger? Or did I just get this weird stomach pain? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you can eat sushi without. You can definitely avoid crab, honey. With sushi, you can avoid fish altogether with sushi. And I was going to say corn is like in everything. Yeah, and even like sodas and stuff. It's high fructose corn syrup. So are you allergic to that too? Because most things that are you know artificially sugared. What is that noise? Oh, my crystals. Corn will kill me. Oh my god. No. I hate no corn. Stay away from Debbie. Debbie, stay away from corn. Yeah, they put corn in so much stuff in this country. Um, yeah, I've heard of people like getting addicted to eating like just straight up corn starch, like just out like of like the little jar thing. Nothing with corn. And this developed like were you and because you said you just learned that you're allergic to corn. What about in the past? Were you still allergic to it, but you just didn't realize it was what was causing something, or because damn, I was talking about allergies with someone the other night. I was just like, I'm like really lucky. I'm like totally unscathed when it comes to allergies. Like I don't have any food allergies, not that I know of. I'm sure. Well, that's the thing. I'm sure if I went to an allergist and did an allergy test, I'm sure they would tell me something. But the only thing I'm allergic to is amoxicillin, which I think a lot of people are allergic to anyway. Um, and that's medicine, not food. It's I don't having a food allergy is very wildly inconvenient. I can only imagine. And not fun. Found out 8 months ago. It started with GI symptoms and has progressed into where I carry an EpiPen. So, okay, so this is definitely something that developed over time. I would have to surmise, right? Because, like, as you said, corn is in pretty much freaking everything that I can think of, you know? Um, and you said it was just it started with GI symptoms, but now you have to carry. Yeah. So that's definitely something you've developed, and it leads me to wonder or question, I guess, is it something in our corn? You know, maybe I'm just being paranoid. I don't know, but you know me. We've talked about my food thoughts and how much better the food is in Europe. I wonder, how much we've genetically modified corn over the years, and I wonder if that's created something in which people develop allergies. I don't even know. Yeah, I can only imagine that would be so limiting. Not to put it in your face or anything, but all this talk of corn, I'm just like, I'm definitely getting a tempura of corn tonight. Who knows when I'll have a food allergy? Well, U.S. food is definitely fatal, so you're not wrong for thinking that, right? Yeah, no, U.S. food is legit. Like that's a great adjective for it's fatal. Poisonous. So food's my allergist, and I both feel that the food allergies stem from GMO. Okay, so your allergist agrees. That's crazy. Yeah. Not so crazy. I mean, it really is. It's just like this stuff didn't happen back in the day. It just didn't. And I remember when GMO. I mean, we've been genetically modifying food since day one, but not like the way that we do it now. Um, and I remember studying it when I was in middle school and just how food was changing. And yeah, I think there were a few, definitely a few theories of just like causing like the hell of allergies and whatnot. I mean, look at how I feel like kids are way more allergic to foods these days um, than they were at least when I was a kid. Um, Maybe I'd know one kid who was like allergic to peanuts, but now it's like hella kids have peanut allergies now. What's that all about? It's weird. It's not weird. Nothing's weird. Nothing's weird. Things, well, some things are weird, but nothing just happens for no reason. There's some reason why this stuff's happening. It didn't in the past. Or we could be ignorant and say, no, this stuff didn't happen in the past. People just live longer now and we do more research, but I wouldn't say that at all. I'm sorry. The foods in Europe is so much better. No GMO. Seriously, no, and they make jokes all the time about it. Like when I'm there, they'll be like, "Yeah, you must like." I'll even like get. Like, I think like one of my servers made a joke. I was noshing on some food one day, and I was like really enjoying it, which I don't normally do. And I guess I'm kind of like loud when I like my food, or like expressive or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, I bet you can't get stuff like that." Like, all right, because I told him I was from California. He's like, "I bet you can't get stuff." I'm like, "No, I can't get stuff like that." In California. That's the problem. Like the cheese I'm eating right now does not taste like that. Um, and yeah, no, people will like talk about like how disgusting the food is in the U.S. Like it's embarrassing. It's shameful. Like, and we just received a donation from Miss Christy. Christy, thank you so much for your donation. I'm gonna assume, Christy, that you're gonna want your reading offline. That's perfectly fine. I am still going to be on for another hour here. Um, Shoot. And then I need to run to I'm running to get dinner. Um, if you could send me your question, Christy, I don't know if you're watching this right now, but if you could send me your question over Instagram, that'd be great because then I can do your reading for you when I come back from dinner tonight. Okay. Yeah, Christy, just rewind. I just said that I'm gonna be on for another hour, but then right when I go off, I'm going to get some sushi for dinner. Um, they close at 10 o'clock, so I have to go like right at 9. when I go offline, and I will eat dinner, and shouldn't take more than an hour because I am but one lady. And then when I return, I will do my reading for you, Christy, or your reading for you. Just make sure you have your question in my DMs. All right, Debbie, you're off to bed. Well, you sleep well, girl. You sleep well, and I will talk to you soon. Yeah, no problem, Christy. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Oh, no, and Christy, did you know, Christy, you have $16 credit with me? You have more than $16 credit, honey. You've got, like, hella credit. You can ask multiple questions tonight. You know that? Let's see how much credit you've got. You have, like, yeah, you have $19.78. So yeah, you have like, so that's like what, 4 questions or something, or that's 3 questions, a little under 3 questions. But then you add the 7 to it, and so wait, so that okay, so that's 19, 18, 19, 20, 26, 78. So yeah, so you that's like, um, yeah, that's definitely 15 cards. You definitely have 3 questions, a little over 3 questions. It's a little over 3 questions. So yeah, let me know what they are, and I'm happy to read for you tonight, love. I'm sure you've got more than one, or at least like, I, yeah, one often begets another question sometimes. But something tells me that there's questions. But yeah, we will do that. Not a problem at all, love. Not a problem. I hope you're still up at that point, but you might not be. But I hope that you are. And as always, if you have any questions or anything, just let me know, and I'm happy to respond. That yeah, I didn't want to say it, girl. I didn't want to say it, but I've been thinking about it. I'm just like, she got back from her trip. Like when I come back from trips, I have so many questions. You know what I mean? Okay, you'll be up for a while. Okay, girl. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely. Well, it's 8 o'clock here. As I told you, I'll be off at 9. Have dinner to take me about 30, 40 minutes. Come back here, help you out. Around 10 my time, so around 1, or sorry, midnight your time. I bet you do, girl. I bet you do. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you because yeah, as I said, I always have lots of questions when I come back from trips. But last time we spoke, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what you said to me, but yeah, it was. I was like, I just feel like there's so much more. That's what I. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, I bet there's so much tea that needs to be spilled. For sure, girl. I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait. I hope it, and I hope it's all good tea. Absolutely, you know what I mean. Like, I'm sure it's a mixture of both hot and cold, but say la vie. Tea is tea. I mean, it sounds like the trip went well, girl. You know, everything. Well, I'm not gonna. Again, I'm not gonna spill your beans, but it sounds like everything went great, went well. But I'm sure just questions, not like good or bad, but just like, after you've seen someone that you're seeing long distance, it definitely gets like the ball rolling in one's mind for sure. I'm glad he took you out. Hella glad, girl. There were a lot of things you told me. I was so glad to hear that he stepped up and did those things. That you like saw Shabuzi and like went out. Like he actually took you out. He had a nice mixture of like, that and like going. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's ideal. Like a healthy combo of like alone time but also a healthy combo of like going out and like showing someone your city and things that you like to do and things like that. Showing someone a good time, that's what's up. And the fact that you had fun, that's what's up. And you're gonna be moving there, and you love the city. It sounds like, and yeah, I'm really happy you went. Wait, what? These hotels shouldn't be allowed to post pictures online with filters. This is straight catfishing. Yeah, straight up. I mean, it'd be like if dudes used. I mean, I guess do dudes really use filters? I guess not really, but like, what if a dude used filters? I guess all the chicks do on dating apps and stuff. I don't. Um, but like that, no, that is false advertisement. But if you can tell it's a filter, then you can tell what it's filtering. You know what I mean? Um, so if it's like an extra like sparkling white finish filter, you know the place is a little bit dirty. Um, yeah, I'm just wondering like what kind of filters they're using. That's so that's so weird. Like you can't tell. It's silly. Did you find any hostels? And are the Airbnbs like reasonably priced? I should imagine if it's just because it's Monday tomorrow, it won't be like a hot ticket day thing. My Virgo germophobia acts up whenever I hear the word hostel, but I suppose they can't be much worse than a motel, I guess. I'm gonna keep it real with you, girl. I'm the same way. I've never been to a hostel. I've stayed in gross ass motels because I've done a lot of road tripping. Um, and sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes it's like there's one place to stay, and it's nasty, you know. But even then, I would trust a motel a little bit more than a hostel because at least a motel, like you have your own partitioned space, your own locked door, your own bathroom. Hostels are really more for like younger people who are just kind of traveling through. I don't know if they even really, maybe they do have them around there. I don't know, but I believe they're more like in like major cities and like. But it is. You mentioned it is a tourist area. Um, but I'm there with you, girl. I'm there with you, girl. I think you know that's the difference. Is a motel slightly more expensive? Not it's not that much cleaner, but you at least have your own space. As the hostel, you're sharing it. Yeah, yeah. Just check around. You haven't found anything but good night. I hope you find something, love. I hope you do. And if not, take note of like the motels that are there. You know, maybe try calling them tomorrow when they're, you know, maybe they're open now. But like, just take note of the hotels and motels that are out there. You do get out there, so you know you have a place to stay. Thank you so much, Jewel. Much love and light to you, and you have a wonderful time tomorrow. Stay safe. You're gonna have a great time. Thank you. Hi, Austin. How are you? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Well, I guess it's the end of the weekend. Sunday's coming to a close. I hope you had a good weekend. I had kind of a lame yesterday. I wasn't feeling super well yesterday. I had a good Friday. I think I might have partied too hard Friday and didn't feel super well yesterday. Feeling a lot better today. I had work up in Sacramento. It's been a pretty quiet night tonight. It was. I don't know if you came on to my live stream on Friday night, but it was pretty busy, and I actually had to close donations because I had to go out. But it's interesting gauging like the clients that you do see, the subscribers that you do see at certain hours. Like I went on a little earlier on Friday, around like at like 3. That seemed to be good. Um, a lot of my subscribers are on the East Coast, um, and yeah, it seems like a lot of people like ideally like the 6 to 8 o'clock hour, at least Pacific time. You never can tell though. You never can tell. I think last time I had to close donations was also a Friday, and was also a night where I had plans that evening, so I had to have like a hard stop. Um, Ironically, that those seem to be the nights where everyone's around. Your best time is 8. What time zone? You're not Pacific, are you? Are you like Central or Mountain? Some people do really well in the mornings too. I found me not so much. Oh, Eastern. Oh, okay. So around 5 o'clock my time. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I usually go on around 4 o'clock my time, which is yeah around 6 o'clock your time. Or sorry, 7 o'clock. Yeah, so around that time, it's usually a good time. I think. What was I going to say? Uh, yeah, I see some readers do very well. They only go on in the mornings, but I think they've just like amassed that client base of like morning people, possibly. Um, and there's one reader I really like who lives in Europe, um, and is like always 9 hours ahead, like different places throughout Europe, and they go on like so they'll be on at like 3 in the morning or something. But like all it seems like all their clients are American, which is quite interesting. Or a lot of their clients are American. Get a lot of European clients when I go on at odd hours. writing down your intentions for the new moon in Libra. There's a new moon in Libra. Wait, was there a full moon recently, or is there a full moon coming up recently? Or soon? Oh, it was the 6th. Okay, so that was a little while ago, but the new moon is coming up what, tomorrow or soon? Or wouldn't it be the beginning or like around November 6th? Oh, 3 days. Okay. I think I'm supposed to fast. I read somewhere that you're actually, I read somewhere a while ago that you should fast when when the full or when the new moon is your rising sign. My rising is Libra, so I think I'm supposed to fast. I don't like the idea of fasting. I already eat so little. I don't eat a. I eat like a bird, so I feel like I already kind of fast and already on fast mode a lot of the time. Um, yeah, I'm not really down with the idea of fasting, to be honest. No, I mean, just for myself, but other people, I totally understand the benefits and whatnot. I can't imagine like doing the work that I do, like with my other job and everything, like completely fasting. All right, so it is that time of night. It is that time of night when I do a last call for any and all donations tonight. If you have a question that you would like me to answer for you this evening, I would frankly love to. Um, just send me your donation, and I still have plenty of gas in my tank, at least enough to read for you if you have a question. Otherwise, I will not be on tomorrow. Like for Ray Ray, I have a very late night class tomorrow, so I will not be on. Tuesday, I likely will be on Tuesday, but I won't be on tomorrow. So yeah, if you have a question, please let me know. Send in your donation now, and I am more than happy to read for you. Otherwise, Tuesday, most likely I will be on Tuesday. And furthermore, if you ever have a question that you need me to answer and I'm not online, best believe I am around and I have a tarot deck, and I can always answer it for you over privately, over voice memos, over DMs on Instagram, or typed via email, if you're ever in need of me, and you haven't seen me online in a couple of days. It's totally fine as well. Yeah, everybody, last call tonight for any and all donations. Thank you so very much. Last call. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for any and all donations. Thank you so much. I'll give it another 30 seconds and then I am off out. I just stuff my face and I can't wait. Last call, everybody. Last call for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. Alright, looks like y'all are taken care of. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all again likely on